Hey, we are just down at the Alley Cat Club in London, and we have one of our soon-to-be featured artists, Dainz, here with us. Dainz will be featuring her video "Why" soon on Urban Flava TV video chart. I thought I'd give you a proper introduction, so I've got a few questions for you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start off by asking you how long you've been MCing for or rapping for.
Well, the first memories I remember are when I was in the music room at school and Roll Deep came in, and this was like a good 9 years ago. So yeah, I was probably about 11, and they basically just asked us to kind of just open up, write some bars down, interact with other rappers, and I was just sitting there in the middle of the class with like the only female and like a big kind of like a group of 16-year-old big buff guys, and I'm just sitting there thinking,
what have I let myself in for?
Yeah, what have I let myself in for? And then so that was when I really remember my music teacher really used to push me into kind of like opening up, and yeah, so probably a good 9 years when I kind of like first touched mic is when I started, and so yeah.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
So you've only recently really started hitting the studio and recording videos of your music. And I can see obviously there's a big inspiration of grime music in there and an element of hip hop.
Yeah.
Which directions would you say that you're going to take your music next, or what kind of genres would you like to play around with?
Well, yeah, grime is definitely, and hip hop's always going to be kind of underlying there because I grew up on it.
Yeah.
But I'm really kind of like moving into the direction of pop music, and funky house I'm touching on a little bit more so pop because it's current, it's light, it's kind of gets everybody up and moving, and it appeals to the masses, and that's what I really want to do, make people listen to my music and just enjoy it. So that's definitely a direction I'm looking to move into and currently working on.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely pop.
I'm sure it sounds sick.
Thank you.
Since you've been doing what you've been doing from such a young age, I can imagine that you've got some musical artist inspirations behind your music.
Yeah.
Who would you say stands out to you as your main inspirations or idols almost?
Well, there's loads, but definitely first person who springs to mind is Tupac. He's just a veteran. I love his content, love the impact, the relevance to his day of life, his kind of living situation in society at that time, and the way he just puts it through his music is just mental. So definitely mad respect for him. Biggie definitely, and even more so, more currently, Immortal Technique, who's more of an underground American artist, but he's very, very talented and holds his own without the flashing lights and without the stage. Yeah, so definitely those three are top marks.
Okay, that's good. That's mainly male inspirations. Would you say is there any strong female inspirations that have inspired you to do what you're doing now and sort of reach for what you're reaching for?
I would say definitely the one that really kind of sticks in mind is Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love Foxy Brown. She's articulate, her flow is mad, content's sick. She's raw, which is always good because it's fresh, it sticks in her mind, and it's original, which is something I always try to do with my music, try and make sure it has some kind of impact. So yeah, definitely Foxy Brown is the #1 female artist.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah.
Really, really good choice. As I mentioned at the start, your video "Why" will be featuring on Urban Flava TV, which we're really, really looking forward to. If you like what you hear with "Why," please do vote for it because it is a video chart that it'll be entering into. There's all sorts of sort of meanings and messages in that song.
Yeah.
It is almost quite deep, which is really, really inspirational, and especially to young people, which is wicked. What would you say inspired you to sit down and really write that song?
Well, my inspiration, I remember just sitting in my room one day, and I just picked up a pen, and my brother had said something to me, and I thought, I'm gonna write something because I don't like the way that sounds. It was just a really kind of like flippant kind of remark he made. So I started writing about just the way the world is, like socially, and how people, certain things happen to good people, and then you can have people like drug dealers and pushers doing this and that, just getting along with life and just getting away with it.
So almost like injustice.
Yeah, injustice, exactly. That was the kind of thing I was coming from. And in the chorus, it's just basically saying why does this happen? Why do things bring us down? Why do these people get away with this? But in the face of it, the real question, or the real point I'm trying to make is, even though these things might be happening, you still got to stand your ground, still got to hold your own, you still got to make yourself shine among the rest of the stars, and leave your legacy. So that was it basically. That's where the inspiration came from, just to kind of hit home and inspire the youth.
That's good. That's really, really good. Okay, well, while we've got you down here, we're going to grab you for a few bars of an acapella, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll be seeing Dainz again on Urban Flava TV video chart. So yeah, it's been really good talking to you. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you very much.
Peace.
Someone said me, I'm trying to get away from Charlie, but every time he leaves I can't breathe. Yeah, he was stuck in my system, 'cause I be tripping when I miss him. Someone said me, I'm trying to get away from Charlie, but every time he leaves I can't breathe. Yeah, he was stuck in my system, 'cause I be tripping when I miss him. Hi, my name's Martha, but you can call me Mars. I'm deep in love with a white dude called Charles, the anomaly. The goons round the ends call him Charlie. You spar me cause I'm on him like purple and Barney. Wow, we're two of a kind, he's always on my mind. I got his number and speed dial to save time. Hey yo babes, I'm kinda lonely and I need you here to cheer me up. Okay, I'm on my way, you'll see me there. Rat-a-tat, tat-a-tat, he's here. I check the mirror, hoping that my makeup ain't smeared. He greets me with a smile, I see the glisten in his eye. He's high and he likes his marijuana up on the side. So we proceed to the living room, the room goes cold. I'm thinking how I'm gonna tell him that today I'm going solo. I know it's gonna flip, but I see him with other chicks in a rave. He must think that I'm a fucking prick. Someone said me, I'm trying to get away from Charlie, but every time he leaves I can't breathe. Yeah, he was stuck in my system, 'cause I be tripping when I miss him. Someone said me, I'm trying to get away from Charlie, but every time he leaves I can't breathe. Yeah, he was stuck in my system, 'cause I be tripping when I miss him. My mom keeps telling me burning me with the third degree. Your relationship with Charles isn't what it's meant to be. I know she's got my best interest at heart, but after a week it's hard for us to stay apart. It's like he picks me up when I'm feeling down, and if I miss my hit then all I can do is frown, frown, frown. My bro thinks he's a prick, and he says I squeeze his clip on any nigga who encourages me to reach his crib. It's getting dangerous, we have a mind of differences, but by the end of it it's tended to some major shit. My ride or die says that one day he might take my life. Charlie's unpredictable, something about him just ain't right. No young money, but this breaker's got me feeling wheezy. So I grab my tissue and wipe my nose. Oh shit, I think it's bleeding. It must have been the stress, but I think it's for the best that we part ways. A lost transition in the last phase. Someone said me, I'm trying to get away from Charlie, but every time he leaves I can't breathe. He was stuck in my system, 'cause I be tripping when I miss him. Someone said me, I'm trying to get away from Charlie, but every time he leaves I can't breathe. Yeah, he was stuck in my system, 'cause I be tripping when I miss him. You have one safe message. I get a voicemail. It's Charlie's friend. He says that Charlie's on his way round and that we need to talk about his situation. It's blatant that what he means is that he smashed my face in. So now I'm running around looking for my contingency plan. I'm a Charlie boy, you pay the fee to butt me off for a grand. So I steady my hand and begin to write. This is how it goes, so at the chance I die, then at least you know I'm Martha. I'm 20 and I'm schizophrenic. By the end of this letter I'll need more than a medic. I've got a boyfriend called Charlie, but his government name's cocaine. Is with me now, I think he's trying to overtake my brain. Tell my mom that I love her and I miss her face, but I'm in this white space and I can't escape. Right now I'm probably looking pale and on the floor, but I chose to leave with Charlie, so for now I'm Charlie's corpse.